Moreover, the current global economic situation is not so good. The middle-aged crisis is very serious. There are many middle-aged people across the world who have suffered layoffs and eventually jumped to commit suicide. This shows how stressful middle-aged people are now. Most of the senior executives of Kobayashi Pharmaceutical at the scene were between 35 and 55 years old. They belonged to a typical middle-aged group and suddenly lost their jobs. To them, it was like the sky had fallen. The whole scene suddenly cried. Most Japanese, like Americans, have typical hedonism in their consumption philosophy. They don't like to save money but spend it as soon as they earn it. They are very keen on buying luxury houses, luxury cars, holiday villas and even yachts. And their wives, not only do not usually make money, but also spend a lot of money, which intensifies the daily expenses of the family. Studies have shown that Japanese women have a high demand for luxury per capita. For brand name bags such as Chanel, LV or Gucci, 90 Japanese women will have at least one, not to mention other luxuries. Such a family, of course, is very smart when there is no accident, but once the family's income collapses, it will immediately be on the verge of bankruptcy. Many wealthy middle class immediately became negative equity holders after the economic crisis. They not only went bankrupt, but even became homeless. The reason is that they spend a lot of money but do not save money at all, resulting in poor risk resistance. This is also the case with most of these Kobayashi Pharmaceutical executives. So Charlie's announcement that they are unemployed is almost equivalent to announcing that their family finances are bankrupt. Charlie has no sympathy for these wailing middle-aged people. Kobayashi will be his own company in the future and will never raise idle or worthless employees. Therefore, these people must be expelled, and expelled as soon as possible. At this moment, Ito Takehiko was sitting in his car and cursing. Hiroshi Tanaka covered his face, and said with some nervousness and aggrievedness, "My president, Mr. Charlie is extremely powerful and acts extremely casually." At first, Yamamoto Kazuki only said the words "sick man of East Asia" in front of him, and he was beaten up. If you really intend to kill him, you still don't know what kind of lethality will erupt. So even if you hit me, I will remind you from the bottom of my heart, don't talk to this man right. Ito Takehiko's expression was extremely ugly. He knows Koichi Tanaka. This kid is loyal to him, even if he asks him to perform a K-serene on the spot, I am afraid he will not hesitate. Therefore, what Koichi Tanaka said must be from the heart. Thinking of this, Ito Takehiko couldn't help but wondered, could it be that that kid is so powerful? Even so powerful that Hiroshi Tanaka felt for a while that the patriarch of the dignified Ito family couldn't even offend him? Takehiko Ito frowned and asked Koichi Tanaka, "Then you tell me, what should I do now? Can't you really just give him the 4.5 billions for nothing? It must be impossible." Tanaka Koichi said, "Chairman, the 4.5 billion United States dollars we only paid Kobayashi Pharmaceutical were remitted through Ito Corporation's public account. The bank has clear remittance records. Kobayashi Pharmaceutical did not pay the corresponding shares for the 4.5 billion United States dollars. We can sue the court to demand that Kobayashi Pharmaceutical must return all the 4.5 billion United States dollars. We will definitely win this kind of lawsuit." Fighting a lawsuit? Ito Takehiko's expression was very gloomy. You let me Ito Yuhiko to fight with him? Go to the court and cry that this kid didn't pay me the money? Koichi Tanaka said seriously, "President, this is the safest way and the way with the highest success rate." Impossible. Takehiko Ito said with a cold face and angrily said, "If the outside world knew that a young Chinese man would dare to take 4.5 billion United States dollars and not return me, and I could not get him to return the money. Go to the court for help. Where do I put my face? Where do I put the face of the entire Ito family? With this precedent, then other people can't ride on my neck and shit? Because the underground world is legal under the Japanese government, many Japanese families and consortia will get involved in the underground industry and even cultivate their own underground forces. The Ito family is not only Japan's top chaebol, but also the top power of Japan's underground world. There are three strongest underground organizations in Japan. The Yamaguchi Group ranks first, and the Ito family ranks second. The underground world is a world where the weak is eaten by the strong, and the most important thing to survive in this world is to stay strong. For people in the underground world, sometimes it is not that they are cruel, but the law of survival forces them to be cruel. If you have been implementing the principle of whoever beats you, you will dare to fight hard, and over time, no one will dare to provoke you. But if you don't go back after being beaten once, but swallow your anger and admit that you are unlucky, then from this day onwards, everyone in this world can come to bully you. Moreover, there is another very important criterion for surviving in this world. That is, no external force can be used to solve problems. If a person in the underground world asks the police and the court for help, that person will immediately be disgusted and rejected by the entire underground world. Therefore, what Ito said, he couldn't get back the $4.5 billion United States dollars through legal means. He had to let Charlie honestly and intact, and return the money to the Ito family's account. Therefore, he gritted his teeth and said, "There are only two solutions to this matter. The first one is to let Wade, and honestly return the money to me, and this matter must not be disturbed. Everyone knows it. The second one is to kill him directly." Hiroshi Tanaka said with some anxiety, I am worried that Mr. Charlie will not agree to your request." Ito Hirohiko snorted coldly, "No? If you don't agree, choose the second plan and kill him." Although Koichi Tanaka didn't know how powerful Charlie really was, he always felt that Charlie was extraordinary.